In order to reach 100K in monthly profit for your e-com store, you need to be able to target your ideal customers, and Google is a great platform for that. One of the best things about Google Ads is being able to go after high intent individuals based off of the searches they're going for. And the way you'll do that is with very specific targeting. One of the things I really like about Google Ads is you have the ability to fixate on the different types of targeting you want to go after. So if you don't want to target someone based off what they're going after, you're going to exclude it, or you're not going to allow that to be in the targeting of your search campaigns. One of the things we always preach when starting a Google Ads account is always maximize your low-hanging fruit targeting. There's a couple ways of doing that. We'll talk about that. But the biggest thing is making sure you maximize that type of targeting and go after that first and exhaust it, because if you cannot convert that type of targeting and you have black and white, the best people from Google going to your website and they're not converting at a good enough rate to be profitable. If you take the next step up and go after broader type traffic, it's going to convert even worse. You should always have the highest conversion rate and the most profitability with your lowest hanging fruit traffic, which is going to be also high intent search terms based off of people searching on a need basis. Now, what campaigns have the highest success rate and what do we use to go after that low hanging fruit? There's a couple different campaigns that we really emphasize when it comes to launching an account. And these are generally the campaigns that will get you to the first 100, 200, even 300K in revenue for your store on Google as a channel. It's going to be search campaigns, which is going to be high intent keyword based campaigns when it comes to targeting. And next is going to be a PMAX. So PMAX strategy, it's a little bit more elaborate of a setup. It takes a little bit more effort on the creative side too, because primarily Google is not a creative platform. Usually it's more of a logical build platform. That's where most of the success hinges. But when it comes to PMAX, it's going to show on shopping, it's going to show on display, it's going to show on YouTube and a couple other channels. It's kind of Google's omnipresent type of campaign when it comes to marketing. A little bit to combat how well Facebook does in the algorithm size. Google developed this over the last 2 years. It will carry your store pretty far because it includes the shopping network, and shopping is crucial when it comes to e-com stores because you need to be in those shopping placements when somebody searches for terms like your product. That way you show, they see the price, they see the reviews, they see the picture, they come to your store and make a purchase. When it comes to scaling out into this low-hanging fruit type traffic, a lot of times we're going to exhaust that with PPC campaigns based off of the higher intent type of keywords. We talked about that in other videos. You can target super broad traffic in PPC and search campaigns, and it's not going to work. I want to make sure that it's not just blanketed search campaigns. These are going to be the search campaigns going after the longer tail, higher intent type keywords that are likely to convert. And then PMAX, which like I said, it's going to go after some of the more important placements. Usually most of the money in PMAX is going to be spent on search and then also spent on shopping. And there will be different ways you're going to manage PMAX versus search. We'll talk about that too in other videos, but these will carry our clients a lot to the point where they're making several six figures per month on the Google Ads side. If you have not cracked those two campaign types, you do not want to expand into the other types of campaigns because, as I mentioned, if it doesn't convert well there, you're not going to convert better on broader, less likely convert traffic. Once you actually do exhaust those areas, what do you do, right? How do you scale the account? That's going to be going into kind of creating your own market. You can go to YouTube where you're going after no awareness. There are different targeting options where you can go after people searching keywords on YouTube, Google, but in most cases, you're going after a cold market like Facebook and you're creating the market for a product. It's much harder on YouTube. It's definitely an area you can scale out heavily, but it takes substantially more testing than it would on the Google side and sometimes the Facebook side. It is worth it once you've kind of plateaued a bit on Facebook, also plateaued on Google, but I always suggest going onto YouTube as a last step. Really focus your time and energy and money on the different areas of Google, which is usually going to be expanding into different keywords on the search side, because once you go after the higher intent type of keywords, there are more keywords you can go after. You're really going to kind of keep going down the broadness until you hit an area where you cannot find profitability. So let's say that the bottom layer is going to be the longest tail keyword. Let's say a calcium pill, right? It's going to be people searching specifically for, I need a calcium pill to help with my bone density issue, whatever it is, but you get the idea. It's really going to be people who are searching for the exact type of product you have. And then you take a step back, right? Maybe it's people searching, I want to find a good calcium pill. You know, they don't know necessarily what it treats. They know they want that pill, and you can educate them on what it treats and why they'd want to buy it from you. And then you have a little bit broader where it could be somebody searching something like, you know, I have an issue with my bones. What do I take? And then you're going to kind of sell them on the calcium side, right? There's different levels of awareness. And then, you know, you can get into like really, really broad areas like how do I help my bone health? You know, whatever it is, you get the idea. But once you get to that layer of super broad keywords, it's going to take really, really, really good assets, especially assets that will convey and teach on the asset side to be able to convert that. It is not an easy thing, but once you can crack that, it's going to open up the market to scale. Once you've maxed out those types of keywords on the bottom level on the search side, and PMAX is also plateauing on scale, you're going to go through those layers and keep testing to see what layer of those keywords do you kind of stop at, and then how much you can expand into the layers before that stop. We talked about going into the different keyword levels of depth in other videos. Make sure to check those out when you have the time. But a lot of the expansion of scale is going to to happen on the expanding on what you're targeting on the PPC side with extensive testing. And then eventually you will get to the YouTube side. If you want to learn more about the exact strategies we use for each part of the platform, whether it's YouTube, Google, PPC, PMAX, whatever it is, we drop videos constantly on what we do for our clients and how we scale them to multiple 6 figures, occasionally 7 figures per month in revenue from Google. And we do it actively with the strategies that work every single day right now, not stuff we learned years ago. So we want to make sure we're always teaching you the most modern content that we can that's working for our clients in the moment. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. See you in the next video.